Stand up or stay in the locker room. The NFL issuing a new rule penalizing teams if their players kneel during the national anthem. President Trump weighing in on this one for the very first time, saying the owners did the right thing and saying this.
I don't think people should be staying in locker rooms, but still, I think it's good. You have to stand proudly for the national anthem. Well, you shouldn't be playing. You shouldn't be there. Maybe you shouldn't be in the country.
All right, retired Marine Corps bomb technician Johnny Joey Jones lost his legs in a blast in Afghanistan. Joins us now to react. Hey, Johnny, so we have you two-timing today. Earlier, we were talking about your spaghetti and meatballs.
That's it.
And now let's talk about this. How do you feel about it as a veteran?
Well, this one isn't as exciting to talk about, I'll tell you. But as a veteran, but just as an American in general, I got in on this early on. I've spoken to Colin Kaepernick. I've spoken to Eric Reed. I've spoken to some of the players, and last year I went and spoke to many NFL teams.
Because standing is important to you.
It's important to me, but what's most important to me is that these players who might be tempted to kneel understand that this argument does go full circle. So the argument is, this is my First Amendment right, it is patriotic to protest, which is 100% true, but also that comes full circle to why do you have that First Amendment right? Why is it patriotic to protest? Because someone fought for your freedoms, and because this country is the only country in the world that wakes up in the morning and goes, we're not perfect, but we want to be. We're willing to be.
What do you think of the president's comment to Brian yesterday that if they don't want to stand, maybe they shouldn't even be in the country?
I don't necessarily agree with that, but I appreciate the president cares that much about it. I really do. I think that it is a First Amendment right. I think that they're also in a place of work. I think that people sitting at home dealing with who knows what issues that are just as important as anything they would protest deserve to check out and watch a football game for 2 hours. That's a service they ultimately provide to this country. I thank those players for it, and I ask them to keep that in mind, to stay in the locker room. But what I would do is I would stand in front of every one of them kneeling. I'd give them a hug, and I'd say, let's talk, but stand with me. Let me stand with you on this issue.
Right.
Well, when the national anthem starts to play at any sporting event, you're the one we think of. You and so many other people. Look at this. You know, you have a hard time getting up the steps to even get here. You had to learn to stand again. It's the least we can do. I just want to say thank you.
There was a time where standing was the most important thing in my life because it was something I couldn't do. And so there was a time when it meant so much to me just to learn how to do it. And so it's an important issue to me, but not just as a veteran, as an American that cares about this country and the people in it.